Welcome to the HR Empowerment Podcast, where we will uncover strategies and new insights from HR professionals who discuss up-to-date regulations, best practices, and the most pressing topics like diversity and equity, leadership, dealing with difficult situations, and much more that affect your bottom line and business. Thanks for joining us.
Hey everybody, Wendy Sellers here, the HR lady. Welcome back to our podcast. Hi JC, how you doing over there?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, Wendy. Just been doing a lot of light reading lately. I was deep in the throes of Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Do you want me to read you a few chapters?
Nope, absolutely not.
Understood.
Nope.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty
that's
sure our listeners do not want to hear that either, because it is all over everything's all over the news in HR land in the past couple weeks and months, but we'll skip over that for another time.
Wendy, I got to be honest with you. I'm reading it over and over and over again because I'm like, where's the part about AI in here? And I'm not finding it. It's not in there yet, but maybe in the future. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, there are a lot of things coming out on AI regulation or just guidance, which the U.S. is so far behind on, but that's a topic for another day. I personally happen to love AI and all the tools that it's allowing us to bring to the workplace and just helping me go, okay, did I get this right? And then I throw it into ChatGPT and ChatGPT says, yes, and here's more information. I'm like, thank you so much. That's totally what I meant to say. Hey, I want to switch gears here a little bit. We're going to be talking about technology. Speaking of technology, HR technology. And I want to introduce our guest, Trisha Shields, who's the CHRO with Navient. Hey, Trisha, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on, Wendy and JC.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming on. So I hear that you're passionate about HR technology. Tell us a little bit, about how you ended up in the role that you're in today, and what's the favorite part of your day or your week?
Yeah. Okay, great. Definitely my story really starts from my background and my education. So I have a degree in business applied information technology. So I've always been really passionate about technology. And then I really kind of found my way into HR. I never knew I would be in HR until I really started my career and things evolved. Started in a general contractor. So got to really feel that part of HR and all the unique pieces that come in that type of industry and that type of work. And then joined Navient more than 15 years ago now and really grew my HR career with this specific organization. So, my day really involves helping to support the Navient employees. We're all remote across the nation in 29 different states. Our employee population is kind of revolving right around 150 individuals right now. So it's really a unique space to be in with that remote population. We are a technology organization. We work specifically in process automation technology. So I get kind of a cool, unique lens with that as well. So we can speak more to that too.
Oh, that's awesome. Where are you from? Where are you based out of?
I'm in Wisconsin, so if you can't tell, and oftentimes people will pick that up with my accent, I am from the Madison area, but I live in northern Wisconsin, very close to the UP of Michigan. So I think that's where I've gotten my accent from.
Yeah, I definitely could hear your accent. I was just in Wisconsin speaking at a conference recently, and then this weekend, actually, I am headed up to UP, Michigan to do a little tour of Michigan on vacation. So maybe I'll pick up some of that accent while I'm there for a week.
See, I'm not catching it. I'm not catching the accent whatsoever.
Oh, truly. I totally got
it. Yeah.
Listen for the knows.
I think what blinded me for a second to your accent was the discussion there briefly about process management to a degree. So you're talking about a focus on document-centric processes and streamlining workflows and maybe enhanced compliance across various industry type things. That's your realm?
Yep. Right, absolutely. So it's really started with document management and how are you managing the documents you have in all areas of your organization. And then it's really evolved to data management because we have less documents than we've ever had before and continues, that piece continues to grow. And then the automation piece is really how are those flowing through your organization. And with us specifically, there's a real HR application for those technologies. And so we use automation technologies heavily within the HR space.
It's absolutely fascinating when we start to think about the utilization of technology in human resources. You know, believe it or not, by 2025, 54% of organizations plan to upgrade their HR tech, while just 43% of HR pros think employees are pretty satisfied with technology exactly the way it is. But believe it or not, an additional 95% of HR professionals also see AI as beneficial for candidate application processing. So just a little bit of stats there for you. Figured I'd squeeze them in real quick, Wendy. Hope you don't mind.
No, that's great. I was actually looking at the stat on our shared document, and I think it's interesting that it's 43% of HR pros think employees are satisfied with the current technology. In my opinion, you know, as an HR pro myself, it's not so much what the employees are satisfied with about the HR department and the accounting department and the executives who need information right away. And then the HR person who, you know, has other things to do rather than just filling out 900 forms or looking at paper forms. So what are your thoughts on, you know, more HR people, you know, using technology?
Yeah. I mean, I think there's definitely a hesitancy towards technology within the HR space. I think it's our natural, it's like our natural being as HR professionals because of the type of data and information and processes that we're working with to be more hesitant to it. I do think that the statistic for employees is interesting. I don't know that it might be that employees are feeling more and more satisfied with the amount of technology that they have in the work that they're doing. But then I think about how do they interact with HR, and do they even realize that there's more capability with the technologies that can be available to them? So even just thinking about that, you know, having the data that you need when you need it. Like I just moved, I want to update my address, or I want to look at a compliance document to see what I signed. Traditionally, we had to be really manual in those processes. And so wouldn't that be wonderful if employees knew there's even further capabilities utilizing technology to give you access to those pieces right when you need them?
Yeah, absolutely. And I actually want to kind of do a little preview of what we're going to talk about our next episode. So everybody, thanks for listening to our episode 1. This is a 5-part series, and we're here to talk about HR technology. And we want to jump into some myths. In the next episode, we're going to cover myth number 1, which is HR technology replaces humans and HR managers. We know that this isn't true. And also for our listeners, just as a reminder, Aurora Training Advantage subscribers can earn HRCI and SHRM credits for listening to these series. So go to the Aurora Training Advantage website, find the podcast, and you can find more information there. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for joining the HR Empowerment Podcast, brought to you by Aurora Training Advantage. We hope you've gained new insight and strategies to navigate the HR profession. We look forward to you joining us again on the HR Empowerment Podcast.